This channel is mostly just my way of talking to people that might want to stop by this video and see what I have to say. And I don't Skype or anything like that, so this is the only way to do it. And I don't know if everyone that's subscribed to me now is going to stay that way. Most of you guys are my friends, so I expect most of you to stay. But just like when I did the changes video, I didn't lose any subscribers, so I thought that was pretty cool. And it was seen by only, 186 people at the time. But I'm assuming that most of those people are subscribers and they stayed with me. And other people continue to subscribe to me, and I don't know if they've seen that changes video or if it even makes any sense. And of course I should probably link to it, and hopefully it's okay to link to it. So we'll see where this goes, but I'm actually just trying to say a little bit about what's going on in my life. And I see a lot of videos, and I even did a lot of videos on my other channel before I really had an idea of what I wanted to do, even though I kind of already was. And just to keep them separate, I figured, well, now that I'm out and most people know that I'm gay and everything, then I can just talk about life and whatever on one channel, and if anybody wants to stop by, cool. If other people happen to see it, cool. But yeah, so basically doing that today. I am taking a day off of my other channel because most of the time I take at least a day or two of editing, and then sometimes it can be weeks depending on how many times in a day I can actually do some filming and I can get straight through it without any mistakes or anything. So I have roughly 4 days to do that, and I basically wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning and go until 4, 5, or 6 trying to do videos, even though it still takes me a long time to put them out. But I do try and do a lot of thinking. I try and make each one different and whatever, and so this one is just me talking and hoping that you guys will interact as well, and I'll continue to meet more people. And basically woke up, other than having the 4 days off, and wanted to try and talk a little bit about myself and I don't know, just talk, I guess. So the first thing we're kind of dealing with today, other than just waking up at 8 o'clock, I'm trying to make sure I look good. And speaking of that, I'm not going to probably do these videos in high definition like I do all my other videos on my other channel. It'll probably just be, 780 or a little bit lower than that DPI, because it will allow it to upload a lot quicker. So the first thing we're doing, other than trying to look good for the camera, is got this a while ago. Most people will know what that is, but we'll try and show a shot of it right there. So got this from Hasbro. One of you knows that I'm trying to save, and I really am trying to save. And I don't think I've done anything other than a few comics ever since my Shock Trooper haul. So this was one of those things that I had to do. And, well, I didn't have to, but I wanted to do, so I had to do. And then June, July, and then whatever part of August, I'll not do any more spending. Gotta get bills paid up and save for something else. We hope to be showing a lot more on this channel. And so this one was shipped on the 25th of May. Most people have already gotten this. I don't think I've seen any reviews of it yet. I don't know. I haven't really gone on YouTube other than on my phone. So maybe the videos that are showing up on my phone are different than the ones that will show up on actual YouTube. But a lot of people got this, which is Wave, they're calling Wave 4. Some people see it as Wave 3, but Hasbro should know what they're talking about. So Wave 4 of 2011 is what this is, and I haven't opened it yet. I'll probably put an unboxing video up on this channel and also on the other one, and it's just mostly because I'm talking about it in this video about this, so I figured those of you that may not want to check out the other videos might come across the video here. So I'm not going to open this, but we'll open it on the other channel, and then vice versa, it will be shown on this channel. And it's mostly because I'm waiting right now for my Wave 3 is what I'm thinking it's going to be set on the box. And it's in Auburn, Washington right now, and I need it to get to Seattle, Washington. So hopefully we'll get here today. They both were supposed to ship on the 23rd, I believe, if I said the 25th earlier. So this one shipped on the 23rd, and then the one I'm waiting for shipped on the 25th, and I think it was because maybe a lot of people bought more of Wave 3. It hasn't really been figured out. Everyone has their own opinion of why Hasbro Toyshop.com does what they do. And anyway, even though this is Wave 4 and I think the other one is Wave 3, it shipped later. So some people say it because it has more army builders in the other wave. But of course I'm waiting for that because I want my Cobra Commander, and hopefully I'll actually have 2 good Cobra Commanders. I would have bought 3, maybe even 4, but unfortunately HasbroToyshop.com is just doing these cases right now, and then maybe they'll do individuals. I did think it was kind of funny though, because if you are a G.I. Joe collector, you may have seen that a lot of us went on Hasbro not only because of the deal that they kind of had there, but it seems like with me, if I don't buy it online, then I never find it in my area, or it's a little more taxing on my husband when we have to go looking for G.I. Joes, because I don't really have a G.I. Joe collector friend that I can go with. So usually the husband, when he wants to go do something, then it's like, I want to go do something too, please. So normally that's how I get them, and it was kind of odd because after buying it on HasbroToyshop.com, people started talking about finding it at Walmart. And again, if you're not a collector, Walmart was not carrying G.I. Joe in some areas. And I don't know if any of mine didn't carry them because they always had G.I. Joes, but I don't think they ever upstocked them. So, or stocked them up. So that was kind of odd. But it'll be interesting when August or September comes around if I can finally go get it. Third one, because I don't know right now if they've hit my area, but thought that was kind of odd that Walmart was a store that got it first, from not being something that is being carried by Walmart to something that Walmart gets before any other store and even before Hasbro. So that's why I bought them offline. Another thing that's kind of stinks, though, I'm sure some of you already feel this way if you are a collector, is they ship it in the actual box that the figures come in. So it's a little bit bent right there, so maybe the cards will be bent inside. And I always think that's kind of odd because they don't do that, I don't think, for big chain stores. You know, they have trucks and they wrap it in saran wrap or whatever they call that stuff. So I always think that's odd that Hasbro just ships it in the box that the things actually come in. They don't ship it in another box. But they can say that that's to save them money, maybe it's to save you money on shipping. And I just think it's also because I've had this experience before in the past, where as long as the toy is okay, that's as far as Hasbro is concerned. They are in the business of making toys. As long as the toy gets to you okay, then it doesn't matter what your shipping box or what the packaging actually looks like. So I guess that's okay. So I'm going to stop here. I am doing my best not to do any stops or edits or anything, but I have to see what the time limit is on this, and we will be back. Okay, wow, 10 minutes went by really quick, and I really try my best to stay on topic, but I think I just need to talk faster or something like that. But I wanted to say that right now I'll probably come across really uncomfortable, and I already kind of feel like I do in my little hello, welcome to a video for, and it's just because I'm trying to make sure that I say what I need to say, because none of this stuff is ever written down, and also I want to make sure it's perfect, and so sometimes I feel like I get that blank stare because I'm looking into the viewfinder and I'm trying to make sure everything's right, and then I'm also trying to think. So some people have said it doesn't come across that way, so that's cool. And I was just basically wanting to talk about how sometimes I say things that others are like, well, you don't need to worry, you're okay. And I think so, but I still, want to make sure it's okay. So I don't want to ever say something that I'm not supposed to say, because that's one thing that I don't know if it came from growing up, but my family right now, for the most part, we talk about whatever we want to talk about. And maybe some stuff is what you shouldn't really talk about, but I think it maybe comes from that we didn't really interact that much as a family, and so now we want to share anything and everything that we possibly can. But I also think it's okay because we're all adults, and I think it's kind of, I don't know, odd for people to say, well, you shouldn't say that, or you shouldn't talk about this, or you shouldn't whatever it is, and it's like, why? Because I already know, it's not like any of it's like, I wonder if this happens, or I wonder if that happens. And that's the other thing I'm trying to stay away from, is I know most of the people that are going to watch this are going to be grown-ups, but I also know that you put toys, and you put G.I. Joe, and you're going to come across kids too, so I'm trying my best not to talk about too much of that stuff. So it's just that fine line that I am trying to walk, because it's like I don't want to say anything that sounds like I'm putting myself down, but at the same time I want to make sure that I'm not thinking, oh yeah, everything you say is great, everything you say is perfect, So there's that line, and then I'm also wanting to not cross the line of what kids might see, what kids might not see, and maybe that's okay. I don't know with you guys how you do channels, and I guess even with some of the big YouTubers, they do channels and they beep things out, but are they always thinking about, well, I can't say this because what if a kid hears this or that? I guess it's up to the parents or whoever's in charge of that kid's online time. So that's another thing that I thought people might be able to give their opinions on. And I'm still just waiting for my package to come. So I'll probably stop here and do another video that I wanted to do, which is just kind of introduction. It's a little, like, in my mind, I'm thinking, I hope it doesn't come off as a personal, but I'm thinking that's what it's going to be, kind of. But I just wanted to do an introduction video, and I think that's what I'll do next. So we'll see you later.